Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005.
Yes. And before we get into this episode's game, just going to have another quick look at what you may see in my offense next season.
Alright.
Because I am working on it and practicing, and this is in a practice game I was playing, and I'm not sure who the guys in blue and white are. I think they're possibly Tennessee.
Yeah, the Tennessee Big Men.
Yeah. But anyway, this particular replay, I entitled it Victim. And that's because I decided, who is my victim going to be? And so basically this formation started off as the big I.
Yep.
Okay, so two tight ends, one wide receiver. And what I did was I moved the halfback out into the slot, which is something I'm going to be doing a lot of, moving the halfback either into the slot or all the way out into a wide receiver position and using him as a wide receiver next season.
Yep.
And actually this offense kind of has your fingerprints all over it because number 38 Carroll there in this is the alternate
Crusaders franchise
that we use for practice. But this is a guy that you added to the team.
Yep.
And he is very much like Kelvin Allen, actually.
Yep. Yeah, I think the only difference is he's slightly less big, so he's slightly less strong.
Yeah. But anyway, if we go back out, basically I put the I formation big out there and called a pass play. And of course the defense responds by putting a 4-3 out there, and then they're playing man lock and got everybody up to the line and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I mean, I kind of disagree with having everybody up on the line, but the 4-3 idea against I formation big is probably not a terrible idea.
Well, they got the ref backer back there.
Yeah, but anyway, what I did here though is I created a mismatch by moving Carroll there over into the slot, and I believe he's got like 97 speed or something like that.
Yep.
And the guy lined up across covering him is a linebacker, number 58 there. Okay, so he's screwed. And so basically what happens is I've got Tyson, the wide receiver on the right, running a short route. And we'll actually, I believe what it is, it's a 2-second delay and then just one box horizontal out toward the sideline.
Yep,
so just
that's
watch,
exactly what it is.
So watch how the cornerback reacts here to Tyson, right? He charges straight ahead to press up on Tyson.
Yep.
And if you watch now, we start running the route for the halfback. And what I've got here is a 90-degree cut left at the line. And then the rest of the route just looks like a 5-yard corner. But look at number 58 there. He's turned around and he's facing the wrong way.
And then he's caught up on number 27, who I think is...
covering number 83 there, probably.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And so anyway, he's running free wide open in the open field. There's no one within 10 yards of him. He turns around and catches that nice lob pass that our right-handed version of Bo Jenkins threw.
Yep.
And yeah, it's an easy touchdown because this guy is a mismatch monster against almost any kind of coverage that you can put out there. And this is something that I learned many years ago, actually, is that if you move your halfback out into the slot position, you can create mismatches like this because the defense doesn't react to him as if he's a wide receiver.
Yep.
And so more often than not, you move your halfback out into the slot, you're going to get a linebacker covering him, right?
Yeah, basically the only way you can defend against this is if you come out in a nickel defense all the time.
Yeah, you'd have to be playing, and you know what, you're not going to see a nickel defense against the big I very often when you're playing against the computer anyway, right?
Yep.
You know, like you and I both play nickel defense pretty well all the time because of the passing nature of the AI offense.
That's right.
But the AI itself will, you know, generally speaking, if you put a big set out, they'll respond with a 4-3 or a standard 3-4 or something like that.
Yeah. They're really bad about that. And
if you look at the coverage over here, turn around and look at from the back of the defense, and we'll just start from the right-hand side and go work our way across. You know, like you got the left tight end there, and you got the cornerback number 31 pulled in, right?
Yep.
And I would say that probably number 55 is going on a blitz by the looks of it.
Yep.
And number 31 is covering easily there. And if you go across, you've got the a safety moved up to close to the line.
Yeah, number 29.
And by the looks of it, he's lined up across from Parkman there, who's the fullback in the backfield.
Yeah, you should really have safety coverage on the halfback, not the fullback.
Yeah, but it's just the way that it works because he's the free safety, so he's going to choose
a running back to cover.
Going from right to left, he'll choose a slot guy, and if there's no slot guy on his side, then the next guy he's going to choose is going to be a tight end or a running back, right?
Then you got two corners over here.
Well, you got
a corner and a linebacker.
Yeah, well, one of those guys will be the safety, right? Lloyd is the safety, I think, who's dropping into a zone of some kind.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then the linebacker's covering Marshall there. And then number 58, the linebacker, he's the odd man out who moves over to cover the slot guy, right?
That's right, yeah.
And because of the way that this is basically a man coverage one deep scheme with a blitzing linebacker on the other side, right?
Yep.
And because of that coverage scheme, basically it's very easy to, if you've got a fast halfback, it's very easy to catch them with their pants down and basically, burn them for a big play, right?
Yeah, especially because number 58 here ends up running into number 27.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. Maybe number 27 had a short zone there or something.
It looks like it.
It's like he backed up a few yards and then just stopped, right? Or maybe this was that double tight end defense, right? Because I know that in the 4-3 out of the box playbook, there is a double tight end, double cover tight end man coverage assignment.
Yeah, well, it also looks like it might have been number 29 here dropping into the one deep.
Yeah.
And maybe he did that because Parkman was staying in the block.
Yeah, they will do that. The safeties will do that. If they're covering a running back and that running back stays in to block, then they'll drop back straight down the middle of the field, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, just because of the way that all the man coverage is all traded off and worked out, well, you end up with a very desirable matchup for the offense here of a halfback against a linebacker. And I mean, even if that linebacker doesn't bump into his own guy, I imagine the speed differential here is at least 15 or 20 points.
Yeah, and even if that was a safety, a safety versus 97 speed, we're talking like a premier wide receiver in terms of speed, right? The only thing that makes Carroll less of a receiving threat is the fact that his catching rating isn't so high, so he might drop this, but he doesn't here.
Yeah, but at least you get an opportunity to create a big play. And so this is the kind of thing that people can probably expect to see me doing, is trying to do things like this to exploit weaknesses in the AI defensive schemes, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? I am the Mad Bomber. I like to throw long passes. And this is a perfect example of the type of offense that I like to run. I like to run an explosive offense and put up some points real quick so that I can give my defense guy an easier job. Because it's easier for you if we have a 2 or 3 touchdown lead and you just have to key on the pass.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Because then you don't have to worry about the run game so much, because teams that are behind by 2 or 3 touchdowns don't tend to run very much. Anyway, we'll go on to the game now.
Alrighty. And we're back with Madden NFL 2005 Crusaders franchise Year 2 wildcard game.
Yep.
Well, it'll be wildcard game for them. It won't be for us.
Yeah, we're just going to simulate the wildcard round because we, of course, get a bye. So in our conference, we've got basically Cleveland and Buffalo. And we've also got the Badmen and the Marshalls.
Yep.
So one of those two teams, the winner of one of these two games, and I'm not sure which one, will be facing us in the divisional playoff game. And so we'll, simulate the round and find out who our next opponent is going to be. Okay, looks like we're playing the Buffalo Bulls, and the Badmen are going to be playing the Cincinnati Tigers.
Ooh, that's a rough matchup.
Yeah. Well, this could be fairly tough, too. I mean, they've got a 95 overall defense.
And a competent offense.
So, this could be a challenging game. And I'm not sure we played these guys in the regular season or not. I think we did.
I think so, yeah.
Once. And
they're always tough, though.
Yeah, they are. They're always a competitive team, it seems like, just because of any team that has a strong defense like that is going to play competitively, even if their offense doesn't do much, right? Because they just don't let our offense do much either.
Yep. Well, and with a 95 overall defense, these guys are like an all Madden quality defense.
That's right. Oop, wrong one.
Rec V5X.
Rec V5X, because I'm too used to being in practice mode here. Because I've been working really hard on my offense, and it's not quite done yet. I got a couple of little things to do left yet, and I'm still, of course, playing practice games to test things and make sure they all work too. But anyway, look at that. Kelvin Allen is now a key player.
Nice.
He's going to end up being an NFL icon, probably.
Well, we did finish first in rushing yards.
Kelvin Allen, we didn't look at the awards before we started this, but maybe we'll have a quick peek at the end, because I think they're probably pretty much finalized now.
Yep.
But I think he's going to win 4 awards, right?
Yeah, well, he ended up winning the MVP, I think.
Yep, for sure. Best running back, best offensive rookie.
Yep.
Best offensive player or something like that too, probably.
Yep.
Pretty well every award that he's eligible to win, I think he's got it.
Yeah, and he ended up with something like 2,533 rushing yards, or 553, or something like that.
Well, it looks like this guy is one of the people for you to watch out for. Strong safety.
Yep.
Clark might get a couple of carries.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, poor old Pete Clark. In my system, though, he'll probably get a little bit more work, because I have actually 2 wildly different formations types that I use.
Yep.
Because basically I'm either in the shotgun, or I'm in a formation with multiple tight ends or 3 running backs, right?
Yep.
Anyway, we're gonna defend the end with the wind in our backs, and it looks like we get to kick it away.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be perfectly happy with Pete Clark as a running back. It's just Kelvin Allen is so much better.
Oh yeah, you've got to give him the work, really.
Well, if I were to run the offense for another season, what I probably would end up doing is converting Pete Clark to a possession wide receiver.
Before I go any further here, I want to have a look at their depth chart and see what they've got. Wide receiver. Okay. So they got one pretty fast guy, and he's a Pro Bowler. Who they got at running back? Okay, they got a slow guy at running back. Okay.
Yeah, the starting guy is slow but strong, and the backup guy is quick but not so strong.
Yeah, this guy is Anthony Gaines, basically.
Yep.
Right? He's a power back. Okay. Well, I guess we'll start off with this kind of a strategy then. And that middle one is just kind of my flex audible anyway. I'll change that one according to situations.
Yep.
But by the looks of it, I can probably play for me, a normal 3-3-5 without having to back everybody extremely far off, because I don't think that they've got anybody that can catch one of those 60-yard bombs down the sideline behind everyone, right?
Yep.
And I think the 12-yard cushion should be enough.
And we're back.
Well, if anybody's gonna hit you, it's gonna be the 90-speed receiver.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, we've got a little bit of speed at corner as well. And, you know, like, I don't think these guys have an extremely strong-arm quarterback either.
Oh.
So, you just kicked the kickoff out of bounds.
This kick goes out of bounds. Penalty marker down.
I think these guys are going to be mostly working on their run game and their short pass game. For the most part, I think.
Well, I just gave them a head start.
Oh, well.
Wiggins in the backfield. Going to the air on first down. And it's caught. Number 96 makes the play.
Short pass over the middle to the running back.
Yep.
Far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation. Because on second and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Morrison sends a man in motion. Dropping back. Going short to the right side. Straight pass.
Oh.
Pulls him down.
No, he didn't quite make it.
NFL playoffs continue with a great matchup here today.
Football isn't like any other sport. There aren't any 7-game series here. You've got one chance.
Yo,
to
that was
win,
purely
and
that
that's
guy's power that he even got any yards on that at all.
Third and short. Number 52 breaks the play up in the backfield.
See, I came on the blitz from both sides there.
Yep.
And what I did with the defensive tackle is I ripped to the inside to plug the hole.
like that.
Right?
Yep.
To try and force him to run outside into the blitzing, into the arms of the blitzing safety, right?
Yep.
Here's the punt.
And that's going out of
And so
bounds.
the punt goes out of bounds.
Is that an yep, it's an inside the 20 punt though.
Yeah, it counts as an inside the 20 punt.
So they have first and 10 here. Looks like he's changing the play.
That looks like a zone
Mills
defense.
moves in motion.
Because it's a zone defense.
Yep.
On the ground.
Oh, look at that. You got a little bit of Walmart blocking yourself.
Yeah, I did. That's a rarity.
That was nice.
Rookie gets a big gain there.
He's got rare vision, patience for a young back. And that should give him a lot of success.
First and 10. Mills in motion.
We're going to try the same play again, are you?
Yeah, well, you know, they're lined up almost the same way. It easily blocks that guy. Aw.
No, you had the guy jump
And a
on you.
holding penalty.
Oh, so, well, you know what? They're going to take the penalty instead of the result of the play, right?
Didn't really see a hold on that.
But I've got the solution to that.
Phantom call.
See, I run something kind of like, in my new playbook, something kind of like a single back formation, but I move the quarterback back into a position where he's playing a shotgun. And it doesn't matter how fast those defensive linemen are. If they pop through the line, they can't tackle the quarterback before the handoff. There's that extra room.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you got away with it. Gives me what I need, right?
I think actually that safety was not playing the zone. He was coming into blitz.
Yeah, and he just ran right by him.
Like going for the pit.
Yeah, and that's why I was able to throw that past him. But I thought he was playing the zone. That's why I said, oh, shit. Yeah,
Changing the play now.
it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, he's going to loop around the outside
He
anyway.
looped around 2 tight ends.
Yeah, he did.
You know, Johnny always
I
seems
couldn't
to be
even
in
turn
perfect
inside there. That was
position
terrible.
to play.
Oh,
It's
well.
all about effort.
Just be careful, take care of the ball. From the way that this game started, I don't think offensively these guys are going to do a lot. So long as you don't do something that causes a turnover, I think you should be all right.
And they'll face a long third down here. The Bulls come out in a dime package. Throwing.
Wow, look at that. You made a first down on a very conservative, careful pass, eh?
Yeah, I was lucky there.
Yeah.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it.
Well, they rolled that safety down toward the flat, right?
Yep.
And there was a big hole in the zone there.
And keeps the drive going.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
Ah. Well, they countered that move.
Yep.
With the carry, the back breaks free. Number
Oh, that's okay. I still got 10 yards on that.
Yep.
It actually worked out half decently.
It was well executed. They hit their blocks, and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
Clark can still do the wide run thing. Maybe got like three less yards.
Yep.
Second and maybe 3.
But he's still capable of it.
Nickelback in this time.
Nickel zone. A nickel zone.
Mills, the man
It's
in
a
motion.
nickel zone.
Will I be able to hand this off without getting hit?
I don't know. Yep. You even got a first down.
Yeah, I saw that guy coming from behind me there, and I'm just like, I just want to get like the first down. And
Yeah, actually, your wide receiver out there did a pretty good job holding that corner off long enough to let you get past the first down marker,
You
right?
can do that. It spreads out the defense, which gives your team some chances of hitting a bigger play.
yeah, we're just gonna keep motioning Mills over that way because it's working.
Hand off to the tailback. Floyd makes
Yeah, look at that. Mills is doing a good job over there, actually.
6 on the play.
Oh, he does have one of the higher run blocking ratings out of any of our wide receivers.
Yeah.
Being a starter, he's actually pretty good in general. Okay, well, they're going to bring everybody down the line, so we're going to do something different here.
With the pass, he finds his man.
Like throwing it to easily.
Yeah, well, that short curl there is a pretty safe pass to throw against pretty much any kind of coverage, right? It's short enough that it's very rare that you'll get a defender between you and your receiver.
Directing traffic.
I don't like how that looks.
Drops back. Gets rid of it.
Oh, he dropped it.
No, he
Yeah.
can't hold it.
See, they jammed easily there at the line.
He's going to have to make that check.
Well, we had
This is the 11th
Allen
play of this
open
drive.
there. I did manage to slip it past the coverage. It just didn't matter.
Yeah, well, that's one of the drawbacks you mentioned earlier to throwing to a halfback is that they're not wide receivers. They don't have wide receiver hands, right?
That's right. They don't always catch it.
They give it to the halfback.
I thought he was going to get you there, but he didn't.
Yeah,
Gain of 4.
that was very lucky.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to come out in a run play.
Third down, and they have to get to the 3-yard line.
Going to run on 3rd down and 7, huh?
Well, maybe. It depends on what they're doing.
This time. Mills, the motion man. Hands it off to the back.
Well, you know what? I like that little move that the tight end makes on the right when you move the wide receiver. You see how he opens that gap a little wider?
Yep.
Because what that does is it makes it harder for that linebacker to run around him.
You know, maybe that's part of the reason why this works.
Probably, yeah. I've noticed that before. I didn't mention it earlier, but I did notice that a couple of games back, actually.
Number 12 comes in to attempt the point after.
Yeah, that might actually be why that works as well as it does.
It's on its way. The point
There we go. We got a rushing touchdown against the Bulls.
Yep.
And it took about forever.
Yeah, almost 8 minutes. But that's the kind of game we want to play.
Yep.
Right?
Well, there's no messed up kicks here.
Ideally, if I can stop them here, then you can take another 8.
Oh,
Look at that. Oh, they got it back.
I dove to try to get it, but it just didn't work.
Yeah. Ideally, if I can make them take another, if I can take and stop them here, and then you can take another 8 minutes.
They line up in the I formation.
We'll have a, oh, look at him scramble.
Look at this guy.
Makes the stop at the 27-yard line.
Okay.
Second and short upcoming after that great run.
I guess he's a little mobile.
I guess he is.
And get a rush to the outside and keep him contained. He got loose on that one.
About 2 to go.
We've got a scrambler out here.
Only one man in the backfield. Drops back. Under pressure.
Ah!
I had the spy playing there, right? Like he was playing spy.
Yep.
He just needs to be a little more patient.
Oh, unfortunately, we know how defensive linemen are. They got their eye patches and their hook hands out there.
Yep, they sure do. Okay, well, let's try this.
Hutt comes in motion. Wiggins setting up play action. Gets the
Oh.
Here's what you do. You start pushing, and if you don't get to him...
Well, he tried. I think that actually hit him in the helmet.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's okay, Ben. You did a good job. You were out there. You stopped the flat pass. Shut him down.
Here's the kick. From the 31-yard line.
Yeah, we'll just get a few yards and then run out of bounds.
Well, it also preserves his stamina should I ever decide to come out in a multiple wide receiver set for some reason. Which I doubt that I ever will.
Yeah, you don't tend to use those kinds of things. I in my offense that I'm working on, will use 4 wide receivers quite often. That guy just beat him.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I was just trying to run sideways to minimize the loss there.
Yeah. Yeah, he was even fast enough to keep up with you all the way to the sideline. So,
although I did turn that 3-yard loss into a 1-yard loss.
True.
So
yeah,
I am happy with that.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Comes up with it.
Yeah, fall right across the first down marker. Just do that.
Oh,
That's bullshit. That is such bullshit.
yeah.
Run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have them covered.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
I don't know. I think they gave you a crappy spot there.
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh.
Throws it. A little off target.
That's okay. If you catch it 9 yards past the line of scrimmage on 3rd down and inches, then they can spot it badly all they want. They're not going to make it that bad.
Yeah, the most they'll do is spot you 5 yards bad.
Yeah. That's a lot of guys in the box. Wow. And they all dropped off.
And I got hit.
Yep.
Before I even knew what was going on. Wow, what the hell happened there?
Basically,
oh yeah, he just got completely overpowered.
He just blew away the left tackle, right?
Yep. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, he got you so fast you couldn't even throw a 2.5-yard curl.
well, when your blocking breaks down that badly, right?
Yeah, it broke down pretty much instantly there.
Rose moves in motion.
I'd like to run the sprint, but I can't.
Hand it off.
That's okay, run this. You're doing just fine.
Who's there to bring him down at the 42.
When your yards per carry are this good in the first quarter, it could be a long day for the defense.
Well, they're pretty spread out there now, although they just gave you a man lock look. Why don't you run that to the left?
Calling an audible now.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to do this.
Oh,
It's like an anti-man lock pass.
Pressure coming with the throw.
looks like they dropped that lineman off in a short zone there, eh?
Yeah, well, I thought the lineman on the left was in a lot better position to stop that slant pass.
Yeah. Is that like a 2-man rush? Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
like 9, like they had 9 guys in coverage. Wow.
Yep. And look, they even
Oh no,
got
they were blitzing. They were blitzing a guy too, right?
Yep, they were blitzing that linebacker. But because of the way that lineman is standing there on the left, I didn't look at the left slant, so I went to the right-hand slant instead.
Yeah.
And thankfully, the ref didn't get hit by the ball there.
Yeah. Although he tried.
Yeah, he tried.
All he had to do was stick his hand up, and he could have batted it away.
The old NFL instincts coming to the retired player as a ref, right?
I don't know if referees are retired players or not, actually. I don't know what kind of qualifications you need in order to be a NFL referee. I have no idea.
Throwing on first down.
Uh-oh.
I can't throw the slant.
Yeah, they just... Well, again, he beat his man, like, badly, right?
He's a nightmare is what he is.
Yeah.
So that's 2 different linemen that he overpowers. He's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, I did use up the rest of the first quarter, though. I guess we're still out here, still doing the thing.
Yep, still doing the thing.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
Unfortunately, that safety there is cheated down a little bit more to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be the guy who blows up this play, probably.
Well,
unless Easley blows his block. Oh, no, never mind.
No, the guy's going to jump through the line on you. Here, I'd say just go, again, play careful. Like, just play don't throw an interception, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have to punt it back to them here, I feel pretty confident that I can stop these guys, right?
Allen, the motion man. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, so he goes and throws the bomb to Mills, and you're still going to be short.
I'm still short. But I might be able to kick a field goal
Yeah,
here.
you'll be able to kick a field goal here. He throws a long bomb and still comes up short. That's how deep a hole we're in there. Wow. That was like what was it, 3rd down and 24 or something?
22, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hang in there. It's short enough field goal. Maybe it'll still go through.
The kick is up.
Yep.
The attempt is good.
Good job. You managed to get some points out of that in spite of their best efforts.
Yeah, they were definitely playing us hard there.
Yeah. Well, and, like the fishy jump through the line on the quarterback and that kind of stuff too, right?
Nice kick and returnable. From the 5-yard line. To the 20.
Well, I guess I'll just eat up that blocker.
Needs 2 scores to get back into this one. 1st and 10. Wade with the stop at the 26. The defense did a good job stopping the run on that play.
They need to keep using this guy so he can get into that groove and be able to make the big run in the second half.
Morrison back in the shotgun, and he gets the delayed handle. Big hit there. He was run over.
Well, you're really shutting down the ground game now, aren't you?
Well, you know what?
That's an important part of
It's,
this team's offense.
That's what we want. We want this coverage. Yeah.
7 yards to go. Dropping back. Under pressure.
Oh!
Yeah.
Good job, Zach Mack.
That was Perry, I think, because I was playing the 3-3 there.
Yep.
So that was Cedric Perry forcing the fumble.
Mills moves in motion.
Okay, can I hand the ball off this time?
I don't know. It's kind of a
Gives the ball
hit and miss kind of thing, right?
I gotta run to the inside there and take a hit from that lineman who's chasing me across the formation, but
Physical team that likes to
picked
run
up
the
5
ball in
yards.
Just about any situation. When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line. It helps to slow down those pass rushers.
Mills in motion.
Yeah, that time he's gonna jump on you, hey?
yeah, that's that defensive end again. He just walked.
he
It's
came
'cause
all the way
uh,
around from the end too. Like that's crap.
Yep.
So they'll lose yardage on that tackle.
They'll lose yardage on that tackle. Did you know that?
Yeah.
3rd and 10 coming up. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down.
Third down
It's audible to a run up the middle.
When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Well,
That guy hadn't have got a piece of me there. I had Parkman blocking the nickelback.
yeah.
That just goes to show you that the coach trusts the guy to hang on to the ball.
Yeah, that's garbage. Like there's no way a defensive lineman should ever be able to tackle a quarterback in the middle of a handoff animation. Like,
Unless he's a defensive tackle.
no, not even then. It should not be possible, period. End of story. Because every time when you look at that, by the time the tackle's made, the quarterback has already had plenty of time to stick the ball into the running back's body.
Yep.
You know,
I
like
don't
that's-
remember. I don't remember the last time I ever saw that in an NFL game.
I never saw that ever in any game, right?
Hey, it's in the game.
Yeah, well, it's in this game.
It's just that next level NFL blocking logic.
Yeah.
I think their slow halfback is also their kick return guy.
They had him fumbling and bumbling all around before the 20. That return was over before it ever got anywhere.
I mean, John, he ran in a straight line forward. He's just not that fast.
Yeah.
Wigan in the backfield. Looking for room. Play action.
Yeah.
Well, Zach Mack wasn't buying that play fake.
Uses his speed.
He's got some great moves.
Zach
Yeah.
Mack gets the sack.
He's a real veteran player, he is.
Now in 2nd and long after the sack. Out of the gun. Pumps once. Pressure. Surveying.
Has forever to throw the ball. And then he throws it right at the safety.
Yep. And because the safety is 250 pounds, he breaks a tackle after.
I was just playing man under 2 there, right?
Reception now, it's 1st and 10.
That safety has frozen there in a really awkward position.
Pass play here on 1st down. Gets the pass
He just
to
decided he didn't want to cheat and follow up that blitz all the way, I guess.
Yeah.
He responded to that audible in a real weird way.
He can really fire it in there when he needs to.
Directing traffic. Jenkins with a man in motion. Hand it off to the back.
Well, you should be able to get around the corner. Oh,
So close.
yeah, that safety. He got you before you could get over the line.
On 100 yards left. Ball a half yard away.
Well, we'll give Parkman his carries. actually. With the way they are now, it might be better to give Golston this one.
Yeah, maybe. You never know where they're going to go with those guys, though, right?
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball.
Yeah, they let a defensive end around the edge.
Yeah.
And keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points in the board.
Well, you took advantage of that turnover.
Yep. And now we have a fairly healthy lead.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be playing the Tigers in the conference title game anyway.
Oh, I hate the Tigers. They're so bad. Bad as in, like, they're a hard team to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they've got a real pass-happy offense, and they've got all kinds of speed to spare. And defensively, they're pretty tough too.
Yeah, they're actually particularly tough against the run.
Yeah, I'd say that them, along with the Desperados, are probably the class of the league, right?
Yep. Oh! Well, you know what? That guy might be slow, but he also ran me over.
Yeah, and then Danny Jones had to make the tackle.
So we have 1st and 10 here.
I guess Danny Jones is on the kickoff coverage team, just in a different place.
Yep. I bet you it's because he's safety now.
Yeah.
He's doing, oh, I can't remember what our one safety who never took the field's name was. I think his name was Boyd, and he had, like, no tackling. So when we got rid of him, I think Danny Jones took his place.
This guy's been blessed with a golden arm.
It's 1st and 10. Morrison sends a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on 1st down.
Yeah! Oh, got a fumble too.
Damn! That's good. Nice one, man.
It forces a runner to make a move quicker than he wants to.
Oh, it was a sack fumble too.
Real problem, especially in handling the ball.
Pass play here on 1st down.
Ah, shit.
Throwing.
I was just throwing that away.
Actually, you know what? If you'd have thrown that as a touch, you might have made it over that guy. It looked like that was kind of an odd-looking situation over there.
Yeah, actually, I probably shouldn't have held the button down as long as I did. I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm just like, ah, shit, I'm dead. I'm screwed. I'm just gonna throw it away.
Yeah, you were panicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd have thrown it with some touch, because that guy had to jump up to get the bullet even, like, probably would have been able to throw it over him.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a holding penalty.
Yeah.
At the 26.
From our wide receiver.
And it appears this one will be a hold.
4 yards down the field, and he's holding a guy. On the opposite side of the field. What are you doing, man? The run isn't even going that way.
Well, you know what they say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Well, we're going to try this again, and hopefully we can block that right defensive end.
Dropping back, closing in.
Oh, they were sending somebody from the other side instead.
Yeah, and I had my blocker on that side too. It just didn't matter.
Yeah, that's okay. Just take care of the ball. We're in a position where we can afford to kick another field goal if we have to.
They come out in a dime package. Looks like he's changing the play. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Number 55 is the guy who's there to bring him down.
Well, it'd be kind of a long one.
49-yarder.
With the lead. What do you think, John? Are we a little too conservative here?
Maybe you want to give the other team as little time as possible.
50-yarder, I guess.
Running it and falling
I don't think this guy can kick a field goal that long.
Don't think so?
I don't.
Oh, well, if you don't feel like it, call a timeout and punt if you don't think you can make it.
Oh, God. The button double pressed.
Look at this. Oh.
I went to press the button and it double pressed on me.
Yeah. That funny thing is you almost made it anyway.
God. I don't know how that happens.
That's funny.
They'll go from the I formation. Looking upfield, under pressure.
I guess there's just a bit of bump on on that button or whatever.
Yeah, but that's worse than a boom.
Bounce. It needs more debouncing.
He had a little separation and managed to pick up some good yardage.
Probably because it's getting worn in now by now.
One more block
Yeah.
and he would have easily gotten a first down.
Only one man back. Hands it off to the back. Stiff arms the defender. To
Football
the
wear and tear on
Sits
controllers.
down at the 46. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
He just exploded towards the marker that time. That was a big-time run.
So they have 1st and 10 here. They line up in the I formation. Pressure, steps up, gets rid of it.
Oh, that was Danny Jones. That could have been an interception.
That pass had incompletion or interception written all over it.
Yeah, not too sure exactly what they were trying to do there, but he really stepped up in the pocket a long ways too, eh?
Yep.
Only one man in the backfield.
He left the tight end in the block. Throws it right at Travis Wade.
Good play by the defensive unit to get the interception.
Well, okay.
That's what happens when a quarterback doesn't put enough zip in the ball when he throws it out into the
Wow,
flat.
we're just taking the ball away from them here today.
Calling an audible. Passing on 1st down. Looking downfield with a deep throw to the right side.
Oh, you actually had to turn around for that one.
Yeah. Well, I might have let them run that route a little bit long, but that's okay.
Well, again, though, you managed to identify they had a linebacker covering him, right?
That's right, yeah. That's what I was looking at.
And that's a mismatch.
Number 35 moves in motion.
Oh, don't let go of that guy.
Well, you managed to break the tackle and get a little closer anyway. At this point, I'd say just pound it at them a couple more times, and if you don't get in, you got a point-blank range field goal
They do a great
here.
job shedding their block, and they have closing speed to get to a ball carrier very quickly.
Number 86.
Oh.
Number 55 records the tackle.
Because there's an offensive lineman in the way who was laying on the ground there.
That's okay. You got closer. You're inside the 1 yard line, so.
They've executed very well on 3rd down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. This one is handed off.
Oh, what are you doing, man?
Behind the line for a loss of
I hate that so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice if they would just keep pushing forward when you press forward on the D-pad, right? Like, they should not do that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, instead they get sucked into canned animations.
Yeah. And basically, they should have just made it so that when you have control of the player, he does whatever your control output is, or input is, right?
Yeah.
The kick is up.
So if you press forward on the D-pad, if there's an obstacle in the way, he may not be able to move forward, but at least he won't go sideways or backwards or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 7-yard line.
Well, he didn't break my tackle that time, but unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with the unstoppable 2-minute offense now.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Morrison with a man in motion. Throwing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Pass ball's incomplete. The defender was positioned perfectly to get to that ball.
When you're playing safety, it's your job to watch the field and see where the ball is going. See where you have to be. He made the play that time, and it was a beauty.
Dropping back. Slings it across the middle. And the catch is made. Nice read, finding the receiver who was in single coverage. 1st and 10.
Oh, I'm gonna miss him. I wanted to punish him for scrambling.
That's okay. Then he broke a tackle.
Yeah.
Going to the air on first. The throw.
It's okay. You actually ended up occupying the guys on the line anyway, because they were sitting there looking at you.
Yep.
Like, what the hell are you doing?
Scramble out of the pocket and pick up a few yards. Maybe he should have done that.
Fifth play of this drive.
When the quarterback's jersey is dirtier than the running back's.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it.
Oh.
Pass is incomplete.
That was almost another one. That would have been his second this game.
Yep.
I don't know why they keep going there.
6th play of this drive. Morrison goes to work with an empty backfield.
You know, I don't think you have the line shifted over enough.
Well, I'm trying to avoid that Walmart blocking thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they'll
25-yard line.
Here's a no huddle.
Cheese you out that way.
yeah, they'll actually cheese it out that way.
Throwing on first down.
See, just kind of like what they did there, where they impeded the defensive end going around the edge.
Yeah, it was only due to your acceleration there that you managed to still get him around the edge.
Yeah.
Eighth play of this drive. He hands it off. French makes the stop at the 20.
Go Ben French. Flex audible time.
Yep.
So let's pick up the action. Drops back. Looking for an option. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete.
Well, you got a hit on him.
Everyone back in
Yep.
coverage. He just couldn't get it to the open man.
We also got to give a lot of credit to the guys up front. They were outnumbered on the line, and they still put on a good pass rush, forcing him to throw before he wanted to.
And it's up. Through the uprights and good. The Bulls are able to move a little closer. The Bulls are ready to kick this one off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 9 to the 20. On the last position, they came away with a field goal. Let's see what happens this time around. Just over a minute still to go. Jenkins with a man in motion.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
Looking for room. Lopez boards the tackle.
Good thing he's agile.
Trying
Yep.
to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is
Well, at this
consistent
point,
and
if they don't call their timeouts, you should be able to run the clock out here anyway.
Marshall comes in motion.
Look at this.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
Actually, I think I want to leave easily where he is.
Yeah, you know what? You're just trying to run the clock out here anyways, so.
Allen.
I was wrong.
Bradford makes
You were
the
wrong.
at the
I was
31.
wrong.
Short
But that's
pickup.
okay. You don't have to run another play. They're not even going to bother calling a timeout
They're
here.
letting the defense control the line of scrimmage on that play. they don't step it up soon, this could get worse in the second half.
Just be careful. Remember, it would be too bad to throw an interception that turns into a touchdown here, right?
Yeah. I saw the 2 deep safeties there, and it's just like,
The score is 23-2.
The only way they're getting back in this game is if something bad happens on offense, right?
Yeah, well, I figured I'd take a look just because we had the time, and I didn't like what I saw, so...
Yeah. Anyway, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes, here we go. Starting the second half, we're holding a 20-point lead,
Second half underway.
and they haven't really done much on offense.
They've turned the ball over a whole bunch.
Yes, actually, but some very bad, ill-advised throws, right?
And some fumbles.
Yeah, and a couple of fumbles. But a couple of those interceptions, they literally threw the ball right at one of our defenders too, right?
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's highly unusual for them to catch them, but it's bound to happen sooner or later, right? Oh, you managed to get that off before you got tackled too.
Yep.
Just barely.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Mills moves in motion.
Well, we've been doing this all day.
Yeah, it's actually worked out fairly well for you so far. Except when that happens.
Yeah, that's like the third time this game.
Yeah, that's like the third time this game that's happened. Like, it's just stupid.
And they'll face a long third down here. Bulls come out in a
I tell you, whoever decided that should be in the game should be shot. Like, really. Shot and pissed on. Oh, you should have thrown it to Allen. He was wide open.
Well, I was trying to throw it that lob over the receiver, but what ended up happening was I took this hit.
Yeah, but look at that. See, he was standing all alone there. You would have gotten a first down with him easily.
Well, because I saw the safety drop down. I wasn't sure if the safety was playing a hook zone or a deep zone or what he was doing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, well, Mills will be open, though, but my left tackle can't protect me at all.
No.
Let's get back to the action on the field.
He's having a rough day against that defensive end. He's been beaten cleanly like 3 or 4 times in this game so far. But that's okay.
Not much hang time on this one.
We'll just eat up a little bit of extra clock time there.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10.
But yeah, but I think Mills would have been fine if I could have actually thrown that the way it was supposed to be thrown.
Gets the toss to the left. French created problems in the backfield on that.
That's okay. You pushed them back to the 36 already.
Well, see, what I did here, normally I don't man lock, but when I see this, right?
Yeah, it's a very strong running.
Then I know that Danny Jones has got man coverage on this tight end, so if I man lock, he'll move from here down to here, right? And that basically makes that tight end block him instead of Ben French.
Yep.
Right?
And whoever they got at fullback is just not fast enough to get out there and block Ben French.
Exactly.
2nd and long coming up here.
Normally I don't do that because I'd rather have him back off the line a little bit.
Yeah, because he's got a bit of a speed deficit.
But especially against a team that wants to run like these guys do, it's not bad having him down there.
Dropping back, closing in.
Ah, we got you this time.
Yep, that's going to count as a sack.
Did a great job breaking through, getting
Yeah, looks like you're going to get that one, too.
Yeah. I've got 2 this game. After having a huge dry spell, remember I finished out the season, I played like 4 games in a row.
Where you didn't get a sack,
And I couldn't even buy a sack. Like,
After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. Bulls line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Throws it, and he makes the
That is exactly what happened to me there.
Yeah.
At the 37-yard line.
Well, I was going to get a sack if he hadn't broken that off early and thrown it away. And that's basically my strategy is pressure is where it's at, right? And I've studied this in games and in play creation mode and stuff like that. And if you can manage to get in the quarterback's face quickly enough, usually you can get there before any of his receivers can run further than 5 yards down the field. And if you can do that, then you force him to throw short passes because he just plain doesn't have time to throw anything further than about 10 yards downfield.
Yep.
And that way, that's why sometimes I run the blitz plays and stuff like that and get away with it, because even though I've only maybe got 5 guys back in coverage, if I can get to him fast enough that he has to throw a 5 or 6 or 8 yard pass to avoid being sacked, then like that's kind of my strategy, right?
He'll get the call.
Ooh, he managed to get away there.
Yeah, I had to actually back up and get around that guy.
Yeah.
But at least he held the block there.
Well, he's got 100 yards. That's one thing that on offense that I don't do, though, as well as you. You're not going to see, people are not going to see 200-plus yard rushing games from me.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Oliver.
Although I do throw sometimes. Mostly slants.
Yeah, well, you know what? You basically run a ball control offense, though, right? Whereas for me, I'm more looking for opportunities to get a big play through the air, right? And I'll revert to something like a ball control offense once I've built a lead.
Going to the air on first down. Throwing.
The guy was motioning over to Easley and saying that somebody should cover him.
Yeah.
You could actually see him waving his hands out on the field there.
You know, they really whipped that thing in there. That's why you used to see a lot of drop.
I guess they have started to consider him a threat now.
Yeah, well, you've thrown the ball to him a few times.
In motion. Directing traffic. Another run.
I was just going to try to turn that up the middle anyways.
Good job getting the first down.
He knew how far he had to go.
Well, and it's easier to get first downs on the ground than it is through the air.
Yep.
Less bad things can go wrong. Bad things happen when you go to the air.
That's right. It's like I said, Chuck Knox wishes that he was you.
Changing the play now. Passing on first down. Throws it, and it's complete.
Oh, man, that guy can hit to take easily down.
Yep.
Jenkins seems to put every throw right on the numbers.
I'll tell you, of all the quarterbacks in the league, he might be the most accurate. It seems like just about every throw is a good one.
Now they're talking about talking up my quarterbacking ability.
Looks like he's
Yep.
calling an audible.
Well, you know what? Your numbers are modest compared to what can be done in this game, but they're still not bad, right? You're as good as anybody else at passing.
This defense is
You just don't like to do it, so you don't do it any more than you have to.
That's right, yeah.
Creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws could be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness.
Nobody covering Marshall, maybe.
I don't know. Let's see.
No, nobody covering easily.
Yeah, they spread the linebackers out wide into the flats, eh?
Yep.
They convert for the first down on that throw.
Well, that's okay. Easily needs his work, too. I was lucky he caught that, too, because I think I threw that off my back foot by accident.
They have a big lead, and they're on the move again inside the 20.
I don't know why they built this game too, so that when you use the playmaker stick like that, like I could hear you tapping the button or tapping the stick multiple times. Yeah, holding penalty. I could hear you tapping the stick multiple times to get it to switch directions. I don't know why they didn't just make it so you tap the stick once.
Yep.
and it switches directions. Like, what purpose does it serve to have to make you do that?
Like, what the hell are you doing, man? That you're committing a holding penalty.
I don't know. That you couldn't tell by looking at that it was a holding penalty. His hands were even on the inside, right? You know what I mean? Like, he had one hand out very briefly outside like that, but I don't know.
Marshall held them up.
That's a dice roll thing, I think. Right? It's something that they do to try and keep you from running away with this game altogether.
Or you'll get called for holding.
You know, just to slow you down a little, right?
Calling an audible now. They'll go with a run once again.
Okay. We'll run a dive play. How that worked out. That's a dive play now.
Yeah, well, that guy on the left out there, he, you know, pretty much cut your path off to the outside, eh?
Field goal range now.
But could they shift any more to the wrong side?
Yeah, I know, but it depends, though. If that linebacker's running one of those weird looping blitzes to the outside, they'll probably cut you off, right?
They give it to the halfback. The back breaking free. He's inside.
Oh.
He just unloaded on him.
Damn, even Clark can't run that guy over.
Nope.
You know what?
7 yards to go for the touchdown.
Yeah, you're in a position where it's not really absolutely necessary that you score a touchdown here, I think.
Haven't been much of an obstacle.
Well, not only that, I'm looking at this and I'm trying to think of how am I more likely to make a first down, and I think I'm more likely to do it if I just give it to Parkman.
On the call.
Yep.
Picks up just
Damn, though, like they can even run over Parkman. That's how you know these guys can hit hard.
Yeah, they're tough. I mean, when you look at it, your offense is like second in the league in scoring. Like you're I think up around 38 points a game or something like that. So so far these guys have been holding you, even though their offense has done absolutely nothing, right? Like their defense has literally been on the field for almost the whole game.
Yep. Well, if I get enough chances at it, I will score eventually. That's exactly what happened here.
Number 12 comes in for the extra point. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. The home team.
Another 8.5 minutes off the clock there.
Yep. Well, that's how you help your defense.
Should be a return here. From the 6. Of course, a 3 and out on the offense's last possession. 1st and 10.
See, this is my answer to the single back big.
Average is very impressive.
Now, sometimes a strong running game doesn't always translate into scoring a lot of points.
He's there to make yet another outstanding defensive play.
And I just overlap the deep zones on one side, and then I have the man plus a deep zone on the other.
Yep.
Have on his team. He's smart, he plays with good intensity, and he's a heck of a leader on and off the field.
From the gun. Throwing.
Oh.
Well, that was pretty acrobatic, but you know what? Danny Jones is a pretty good coverage guy.
When you rush your quarterback, you caught him, you don't get to him in time, get your hands up. Try and knock it down just like that.
As they get ready for this 3rd down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert It gives your defense a little extra.
That was a terrible play.
It gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
It was a terrible play. It was terribly run.
Yeah,
They're
like I
bad,
said,
and they should feel bad.
I don't think that their quarterback is very good. You know, like he's got some scrambling ability, but that's about all he's got. He doesn't appear to have a particularly accurate arm. I wonder, like I didn't look very closely, but I wonder if they have a starter injured or something, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Because he's made some extremely bad throws and stuff like that, right?
Yep. Are we going to go back to the run here?
I think that's a pretty good possibility of that, yeah. Oh, he moved to the inside this time.
I was trying to run up the inside, too.
Yeah.
Didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you
Maybe I should have tried to run to the outside there.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a guessing game, right? Oh, now they got the linebackers ready to shoot the gaps there.
With a man in motion.
Yep. Wow. Where did Easley go? Where are you going?
I don't know. He's
You're actually getting out of that guy's way and letting him through so that he can hit me in the backfield. Thanks, man.
yeah, that's really weird. What they should have done is they should have allowed you to assign specific blocking routes to everybody on a play, right? What are you doing?
And welcome back.
Well, you're benching him?
I'm benching him for that.
Chains on third down here. They have to get it to the 40.
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
Looks like he's calling.
I don't know. Personally, from what I've experienced in trying to design run plays, I think pretty well anybody would have done that, right? It's just one of those things that's penciled in. You know, it's the same thing as like when you look at how a run play went when it fails, and you're running to the left, and your entire offensive line is angle blocking and trading to the right.
Yep.
So they all trade to the right and leave a guy on the left side unblocked and open, right?
Yep.
You know, like they could at least trade or angle block in the direction that the run is going in, right?
He sees something in the defense.
I have a hard time believing that they had an offensive lineman working on this game, actually.
I don't think it was this game. I think it was the newer games that they did.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe the offensive line blocking is better in the newer games then. I don't know.
No, it's not. It's worse.
Really?
Because they have a guy named Clint working on it. And if you've ever watched any Ryan Moody videos...
Oh, I haven't watched any recently. You know what? We should probably go back and do that and catch up a bit. I know I'm a subscriber, but I've been busy lately, I guess, and I just haven't done any Ryan Moody watching recently.
Yep.
At the 31.
Well, when you run your own YouTube channel, though, it does actually keep you fairly busy.
Yeah.
Well, hey there.
I do like watching him, though, and some of the things that he points out.
Usually translates into a win.
Because it gives me a good look as to whether or not I want to spend any of my hard-earned money on...
Fires it out to the left.
See, he can do it just as good as Easley can. We drafted him for that reason, to be a second Easley, because Easley's like 28 years old.
But anyway, you know what? And I already decided a long time ago that I was not going to buy another Madden game until Ryan Moody says it's okay.
Huh.
If he says that it's a decent game, he doesn't even have to give it like a glowing recommendation. Look at that. That end just ran that guy over again. Right?
Yeah, that end is a problem.
Yeah. Even if he doesn't give the game like a glowing recommendation, even if he gives it like a 6 out of 10 or something, I might give it a try. Right?
Well, you're a lot more forgiving than I am, because I won't give it a try ever until they bring back custom playbooks.
Yeah. Well, custom playbooks, I have to say I had a lot more fun and spent a lot more hours playing this particular group, like 03, 04, 05.
Than any other Madden.
Yeah, because I've got about 3 or 4 Madden titles after this one. And, you know, after playing around with them for about a month or so, playing a few games, I basically just put it down, right?
Yep.
And part of it is that I can't draw if I can't draw my own plays, I'm just, you know, it's just not as much fun, right?
Oh, wide receiver let me down.
Well, that guy overpowered him eventually.
Yeah, he did.
And that's what they wanted to do.
And yeah, I think that they should have kept play creation in. In fact, even though the game that has a few warts, the what was it, Maximum Football?
Yep.
We got a version of Maximum Football that's from about 3 or 4 years ago now. And in that one, it still has play creation, but you can even do things like design in play action fakes and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
The only problem is that the gameplay itself, compared to this game, is a little bit stiff, I found.
Yep.
Like, you can't do defensive line moves and things like that.
Yeah, it's just too bad that those guys are. I don't know if they're going to come back with that or not, but I don't think there's been anything out of them in recent years.
No, but they did have a physics-based game, though, right?
Yeah,
and you know, as opposed to an animation-dependent game like this one or other Madden titles, right?
Inside their own 20. Morrison with a man in motion. Toss play to the right. Wade gets right in there and brings him down. He makes his.
That's what you think of their suction blocking.
Yeah, well, see, that's why I put Travis Wade at middle linebacker, because he's just faster than the guy that was there, right?
Yeah, well, you also kind of expect something a little bit different from him than I do from my middle linebacker. Oops, you ran out of time.
I ran out of time.
Now you've also screwed up your play, too.
Dropping back, under pressure, throwing, and he makes the grab. Diving tackle at the 20. Morrison put the ball in there perfectly.
And that's one thing this guy does well. Put the ball right in the place where it needs to be.
Third down, less than a yard.
But yeah, Travis Wade was the guy who pursued on that run play and made the tackle way out wide, right?
Yep.
So,
wow, bad snap.
Yeah.
He hits his receiver. French with the stop at the 27. Good read, finding a single coverage in the secondary. First and 10. They'll go from the I formation. Pressure with the pass, and he can't hold it in. They dropped additional people into the secondary, but still generated an excellent pass rush.
And that gives you a lot of flexibility calling your defense. The guys up front are good at creating pressure.
Yeah, let's do that.
You don't have to blitz as often, giving you the ability to double cover an opponent's best receiver.
Throwing. And it's complete. Jones pulls him down.
Well, I had the hook zone guy in the middle there, but unfortunately that's just a little bit too much field for him to cover.
Yep.
First downs are critical in this game. And when the quarterback calls your number, you want to make sure you make the catch and don't mess something up.
It's first and 10. Pressure coming. Throws it.
Good job, Danny Jones.
Did a good job.
Yeah, well, I had him covering the flat over on that side, so I was really looking for a possible interception there, right?
With the way he can jump, though, too, he could have been a basketball player, man.
Yeah.
Bulls line up in a 5 receiver.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get Cedric Perry to get a sack on that one, and then
You have to go through your progression and get rid of the ball. Give your receivers a chance.
Yeah, Cedric Perry led the league in sacks.
again, yes.
After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. Kansas City is trying to prevent anything long here and backs up the corners and safeties. Dropping back, gets the pass off.
Oh.
Number 20 records the tackle at the 45-yard
That's really too bad.
line.
Yep.
That's 3 times on this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first down if this success continues.
That's okay at the rate that they're moving down the field in a leisurely fashion here.
It's going to take them forever.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, I went the wrong way.
The 40. Jones makes the stop at the 35. Wiggins did a nice job on that run.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first down, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
Jones with the tackle.
Well, that's okay. We've got Danny Jones making all the tackles on this drive.
Yeah, he's everywhere, eh?
Play better as the game goes on.
He's everywhere at
All
once.
the better he does. I expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
Morrison gains the defense from the gun.
Oh, well, there's Cedric Perry getting another sack.
Yep.
Drags the quarterback down, and he picks up the sack.
He'll make 2 or 3 plays like that. In just about
See, he actually
every
got
game.
bumped to the outside by that lineman, and that stopped the halfback from picking him up.
Yep.
Sometimes their Walmart blocking works against them.
Inside the 25-yard line to convert. Only one man back. Closing in with the pass.
Nice. That was good.
Now,
Yeah, it was. That was good.
So the next pass they throw to him, he's going to have to catch it.
13th play of this drive. I don't think they have a choice. They have to go for it. Morrison sends a man in motion. Drops back, gets it away fast. Perfect.
Oh, just a little bit too much cushion there, eh?
Yep.
I'll tell you, this has to be frustrating. Watch here, as it's a great situation for the defense. They think they've got him, and they're about to get the ball back. Then all of a sudden, he drops back to pass, and boom, they're moving the chains, and they're getting a whole new set of downs.
This might be one of those destined drives, though.
It could be, yeah.
The motion
It's just destined drive, shitty, strong defense, offense style.
They'll go with a play fake. Throwing. And he drops.
Well, he hit that guy in the butt with that one.
Yep.
In the beginning of the plays, he wants to make a play so bad, he ends up overthinking and drops the ball.
Dropping back, crosses it right. That got very good penetration there. So that
Well, that'll run the clock a little, though.
Morrison
Yeah.
with that pass before
Yeah, I don't think that really had much of a chance.
He put just enough air under that pass to lead his receiver to that long connection.
They had to get it past the 14 to convert for the first down. Drops back.
Well, we'll sack him again.
Blanketed the receivers.
That'll run the clock some more.
Get rid of the
Yep.
ball in that situation. Throw it underneath. Throw it away. You can't
He just
take
ran
the
over
sack
that
and
halfback.
lose yardage like that.
Oh, they're going to try a field goal? Okay,
I don't know, maybe they figure it's better to get some points.
maybe. Or they're going to run a fake. Who knows?
He's made some big kicks in his career, but this one I think might be a little out of his range. The kick is up.
He's not going to make this one. Boink.
Yeah, it was a little bit out of his range.
Kick goes
Yeah.
short.
So no 50-yard field goals have been made in this game.
First and
Nope.
10.
Although you damn near made that one.
God. I can only describe that kick as abysmal.
I was amazed.
Palmer brings him
Actually,
down.
you very nearly... I can't believe you almost made that, even though you screwed that up like that.
To go.
I mean, it totally wasn't my fault. It was a stupid controller.
Yeah, I know. Stupid controller.
Jenkins
All right,
with
this is a man coverage thing.
Gained it off to the back.
Yeah, that safety is fast too, right? Like, you look at how quick he closed in there, and he limited that gain, right?
Well, and I think he's starting to clue in now.
Yeah.
Took him all game long, but he's starting to clue in that this is just how we play. We don't do anything that isn't this.
Hand it off.
Nice job blocking on the outside there again, hey?
Yeah, well, we really rely on Mills to pick those guys up, right?
Yeah, and he's been having a terrific game. He may have only caught 1 or 2 passes in this game, but he's definitely still been a factor, right?
The defense lines up in the nickel. Mills comes in motion.
He's an important player in the run game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at that, wow.
We'll just keep on going there.
Yeah.
The 150-yard mark.
Well, that's not bad. Running for 150 yards against a strong defense, that's a good day.
Well, I think we actually have more total rushing yards than that, too, because I've been putting Clark out here when Allen gets tired.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I saw that safety. I'm like, oh, I thought he was going to move down to hook zone again. No, they're rolling him out to the flat, but he was playing a bit more downfield there than I expected.
Well, what they'll do on those curl flat assignments quite often, though, is they'll sort of move sideways toward the sideline, and then they'll back up a little bit if a receiver is running a deeper route, eh? It's one of the weaknesses of the curl flat defense, right?
Well, that's what they're going to give.
You're back to where you started from. You might as well just run the play the way it is.
Yeah.
Marshall moves in motion.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that worked out, but I'm happy that it did work out that way.
Well, at that time, what happened is your entire offensive line blocked in the direction that the run was going, right? It happens once in a while. Rarely they get it right.
Not in a nickel package. They'll pass on first down. The throw, and the catch is made. Jenkins.
It's the Kelvin Allen show.
Yeah, well, it always is. Like, look at this. They're not even going to call a timeout. You can just run the clock out now.
Right there in the number.
He's the horse trailer player of the game. That's no big surprise.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to bother running this.
No, we got this one in the bag anyway.
I might have got a touchdown there, but I don't think it matters.
Score is Kansas City 33, Buffalo 3. Thanks for joining us for this EA Sports matchup.
Well, in spite of the fact that their offense was absolutely not going anywhere, they still managed to hold you below your season average for scoring.
Yep.
In spite of the fact that their offense did everything they could to lose this game, including, I think they committed 4 turnovers or something.
Yeah,
right?
it was ridiculous. It was really bad. Wow.
So I have a feeling that was not their starting quarterback. I think they were playing like halfway crippled on offense as it was. So anyway, you had a pretty good day on offense. Yeah, they committed 4 turnovers. I think they lost 2 fumbles and they threw 2 interceptions too, right?
Brutal.
And you also, held on to the ball for almost 43 minutes. Like their defense was on the field for 3/4 of the game, like 3/4 of the game.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I think they did a damn good job holding you to what they did. So anyway, here we go. Bo Jenkins, 16 of 20. And, yeah. So Pete Clark chipped in 22 yards. So you threw the ball, you threw the ball 20 times, and you ran the ball 42 times.
I think those are hit in the backfield, so 45.
Yeah, 45. Those are all hit in the backfield. Yeah, they weren't scrambles. They were
me trying to hand the ball off.
Yeah, unsuccessfully. And yeah. There you go. Your rookie tight end caught a pass. Kelvin Allen dropped one pass, and that's it. He has a 46-yard reception as well.
Yep.
Danny Jones leading the team in tackles. Who'd have thought? Cedric Perry with 5. Yeah.
Maybe his tackling will go up, Danny Jones.
Yeah. There. See, I finally broke out of my slump, eh?
Yep.
I managed to get 2 sacks.
6 sacks total.
Cedric Perry. So it was the usual 3 suspects. Those 3 guys are the 3 leading sack getters on the defense, right?
Yep. And Nipper got the interception.
Yep. And Travis Wade. Look at that. 4 pass deflections.
He was everywhere at once.
9, 10, 11. So knocked down 11 passes. Got 3 forced fumbles, and Zach Mack got 2 fumble recoveries. About the only thing we didn't do on defense was score a touchdown.
Yep.
So you did pretty good kicking field goals today. I mean, you missed that one, but that one there was a extreme range one for him anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't typically make a lot more than about half of those anyhow. And you had 1 punt for a net average of 29 yards. And he didn't do so well.
He did awful.
Yeah. He completed 46% of his passes through 2 interceptions. He had a long one of 20. And they didn't really have much of a running game either. He was the offense, right? He had those 3 scrambles.
Yep.
And this guy carried the ball 10 times for 14 yards.
That's awful.
Yeah, you know what? My defense, considering that it looks like a loosey-goosey alignment out there, is actually surprisingly good against the run.
I think it's because you've got the defensive end backer out there, and he tends to slip into the middle more often.
Yeah, I actually, especially in this game, I use the defensive ends like linebackers quite often, right? And they're lined up out wide, and they're very good at chasing down and tackling ball carriers. So I allowed a long pass of 20 yards. So that's it. We're on to the conference title game.
Yep.
And the player of the game, of course, is Kelvin Allen. I'm just really, really looking forward to throwing the ball to him next season.
Well, there you go.
Because I like I said, I'm working on using the running back out of the backfield in motion quite a bit.
Yep.
And using him either as a slot receiver or even as a wide receiver on the field, right?
Yep.
Anyway, I guess we're off to the conference title game, and we'll find out next time who we're going to be up against.
Indeed.
Until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.